Hi, my name is Matthew, although you may know me by another name. My friends call me Matty, and I should be dead. This is how the story of the beloved Friends star Chandler Bing begins in his autobiography, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, freshly released last year. We all know the ending of his story is heartbreaking.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry now.
Matthew Perry passed away, aged 54, on 28th of this October. His death shocked the entire community. And even if we know the end of the story, the book Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing takes us on a journey through his early aspirations, rise to fame, struggles with addiction, and eventual recovery following a severe health crisis. Childhood challenges. Perry grew up in Ottawa with his mother, who had a high-profile job working for Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. As a child of divorced parents, he often felt like an outsider. From age 5, he would fly alone from Montreal to Los Angeles to see his dad, wearing a sign saying, "Unaccompanied minor." Perry in the book often talked about how similar he is to his character Chandler from Friends. He and two school friends developed a sarcastic way of speaking, like saying, "Could the teacher be any meaner?"
Excuse me, is this Sarcasm 101?
No, it's Lama's class from Men Named Arthur.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm kidding.
This style later became a hallmark of his character later on the show. Young days and alcohol. At 14, he found that drinking eased his insecurities and made him more likable. A painkiller prescription later brought a false sense of peace, leading to an addiction where he consumed 55 pills a day. Perry's pursuit of fame, which he thought would fix his problems, was another sign of his addictive nature. I think you actually have to have all of your dreams come true to realize they are the wrong dreams. He doesn't shy away from acknowledging his past bad behavior.
If I could just say no, I wouldn't have to go to 9,000 AA meetings. I'd just be at home saying no all the time.
When Matthew Perry started acting, his dad, also an actor John Bennett Perry, gave him a book titled Acting with Style. Inside, he wrote, "Another generation shot to hell. Love, Dad." This message turned out to be quite prophetic, but in Perry's early 20s, he made it as an actor in the 90s, charming his way into roles. Friends. The famous TV show played probably the biggest role in both Perry's success and his struggles. Most people probably know him from the show and his character, even though Perry earned $1,100,000 per episode later on. His difficult memories from those times might not make you want to watch the show again. Acting on Friends was a dream come true for him. The part felt destined for him from the first page of the script, embodying a character whose speech patterns seemed as if they originated from his own mind. Chandler's unique way of talking, as Perry often points out, would later influence the way people spoke across America. But he only enjoyed the filming while using substances.
I wanted to wear my bathrobe and eat peanut clusters all day. I wanted to start drinking in the morning. Don't say that I don't have goals.
His life and the book's story reflect a constant struggle with addiction, involving many rounds of treatment and recovery. He is totally honest about that. You can track the trajectory of my addiction if you gauge my weight from season to season. When I'm carrying weight, it's alcohol. When I'm skinny, it's pills. When I have a goatee, it's lots of pills. During the filming of Monica and Chandler's wedding on the show, he was actually staying in a rehab facility and depended on his dad to drive him back and forth to the set. If he had not landed the role, he said he would have ended up in downtown LA, injecting heroin until an early death. Addictions. Although Perry never favored heroin because it scared him, he did use other substances. OxyContin, Vicodin, and during Friends, he even used methadone, Xanax, cocaine, and drank a whole quart of vodka every day. Perry reflects, "Everyone would ask me if I was all right, but nobody wanted to stop the Friends train because it was such a moneymaker. My greatest joy was also my biggest nightmare." The book alternates between stories from hospitals or sober living facilities and Perry's life in Hollywood. Last year, in October, he claimed to New York Times that he was sober for 18 months. Perry has been to around 6,000 AA meetings, detoxed 65 times, and spent about $7 million to get sober. The book starts with him at rock bottom, hospitalized after a severe bowel issue caused by opiate abuse, leading to a 14-day coma. He comments, "It's kind of poetic. I was so full of shit it nearly killed me." Last year's. Despite numerous hospital stays, detox attempts, and broken relationships, Perry's show-off side remained. He proudly called himself one of the funniest people in the world, was sensitive about reviews, and often talked about his wealth. Buying properties seemed to be another addiction. The book describes Perry living in sobriety and solitude in a lavish $20 million, 20,000 square foot penthouse. At 53, Perry found himself overlooking the ocean in his big house, alone except for a sober companion, a nurse, and a gardener. Despite his difficult personality in Friends, Lovers, and The Big Terrible Thing, he openly showed his vulnerability. The book leaves an impression of a lonely, disillusioned man who desperately needed compassion and support.
Okay, should we get some coffee?
Sure. Where?